students, our next topic is factors affecting the magnitude of crystal field splitting. So different factors that affect the magnitude of crystal field splitting are: number 1, nature of the ligand. Second is oxidation state of the metal ion. Third one is type of d orbitals involved, and fourth is geometry of the complex. So here we shall discuss them one by one, that how they affect the magnitude of crystal field splitting. So firstly, nature of the ligand. How nature of the ligand affect the crystal field splitting? I had told you that ligands may be strong filled and they may be weak filled, and you have already studied that strong field ligands cause more crystal field splitting and weak ligands cause less crystal field splitting. So first factor, that is nature of the ligand, how it affects the crystal field splitting. I can say that if stronger is the ligand, then more will be the crystal field splitting, and if weaker is the ligand, lesser will be the crystal field splitting. And you can give any example in this case, that is using water, which is a weak filled ligand, and cyanide, which is a strong filled ligand. For example, hexaquachromium 3 and hexacyanochromate 3. In this case, the cyanide will cause more crystal field splitting. Now different factors that affect the crystal field splitting in the nature of the ligand are: I'm just trying to move the screen upward. Yes. Yes. Now different factors that affect the nature of the ligand are size of the ligand. Now if smaller is the ligand, then it will cause more crystal field splitting. Why? Because smaller ligand can approach the metal ion more closely, hence it can interact with the metal ion more strongly, and more will be the crystal field splitting. For example, if I compare the crystal field splitting of chloride and fluoride ion, then fluoride ion is comparatively smaller in size, so it can approach the metal ion more closely as compared to the chloride ion. So fluoride will cause more crystal field splitting. Secondly, the ligands which contain more polarizable electrons, they will be drawn more closely to the metal ion, and hence they will cause more crystal field splitting. Thirdly, the ligands which can form multiple bond, they also cause more crystal field splitting as compared to the ligands which are unable to form multiple bond. And examples of this are cyanide and nitrite ion, NO2 negative, because these ligands can accept electrons from the filled metal d orbitals back into their pi orbital, hence they are also known as pi acceptor ligands. So these different factors affect the crystal field splitting in a ligand. And nextly, different ligands which are having different donor atoms, they also affect the crystal field splitting. For example, if I am having a ligand which is having halide ion donor, oxide ion donor, nitrogen ion donor, and carbon donor, then the sigma donation of halide ion is less as compared to oxide ion. Why? Because halide ions are more electronegative as compared to oxygen donors. I can say halogens are more electronegative as compared to oxygen as compared to nitrogen. Means nitrogen is less electronegative, so it will donate more easily the electron to the metal ion, and hence it will easily form the bond, mean it will remain closer to the metal ion and will cause more crystal field splitting. And one point that I am going to discuss again here is that different ligands are arranged in the increasing order of their crystal field splitting. This term I had also told you earlier, that what is spectrochemical series? Arrangement of different ligands in the increasing order of their crystal field splitting strength. That is known as spectrochemical series. और इस पे क्वेश्चन भी आ जाता है, what is spectrochemical series? Arrangement of different ligands in the increasing order of their crystal field splitting strength. और मैंने आपको बताया था कि इसमें हैलाइड आयंस जनरली वीक फील्ड लिगेंड होते हैं. सो सबसे पहले आयोडाइड, ब्रोमाइड, थायोसाइनाइड, क्लोराइड, नाइट्रेटो, फ्लोराइड, हाइड्रोक्साइड, ऑक्सिलेटो, वाटर, EDTA, pyridine, अमोनिया, इथाइलिन डायामीन, डायापिरिडीन और डायापिरिडाइल, ऑर्थोफिनेंथ्रिन and nitrite, cyanide and carbonyl. This order is difficult to remember, so it is not necessary that you remember all these ligands. You can remember any of the ligands and arrange them in their increasing order, and you can leave difficult ones in them. For example, you can write iodide is weaker field ligand as compared to bromide, and which is weaker than chloride, which is weaker than nitrate and fluoride, then hydroxo and oxalate, then come to water and EDTA, pyridine and ammonia, then you directly come to the ethylene diamine, and after that you can remember nitrate, cyanide and carbonyl. And I had told you earlier that the ligands which are towards right of the ammonia, they are stronger field ligands. So ethylene diamine, nitrite ion, carbonyl, cyanide, they are strong field ligand. So carbonyl is the strongest ligand here, and iodide is the weakest. So this is the all about the first factor that affect the crystal field splitting, that is nature of the ligand. So weaker field ligands, that is towards the left, they will cause less crystal field splitting, and the stronger field ligands which are towards the right, they will cause more crystal field splitting. So next factor is oxidation state of the metal ion. How oxidation state of the metal ion affect the crystal field splitting? Now if I am having a metal ion in two different oxidation states, then what will happen? If one is higher and another is lower, then higher one will attract the ligands more strongly towards itself. It means ligand will come closer to the ion in higher oxidation state as compared to that in the lower oxidation state. So crystal field splitting in the complex which is having metal ion in higher oxidation state will be high as compared to that in the lower oxidation state. For example, if I take the example of iron 2, say iron 2, then crystal field splitting for iron 2 is 10,400 centimeter inverse, and that for iron 3 is 13,700 centimeter inverse. So you can see that crystal field splitting for iron 3 is higher. And for example, if you see this example, hexaquiron 3 and hexaquiron 2, so their crystal field splitting values are those that I have underlined. So hexaquiron 3 is having crystal field splitting 13,700 centimeter, and hexaquiron 2 is having 10,400 centimeter inverse. So why is this so? Because in hexaquiron 3, iron is in +3 oxidation state, so it will attract the ligands more closely towards itself, and hence ligands will cause more crystal field splitting. So you can take examples of other ions also. For example, you can take hexa aqua iron cobalt 3, hexa aqua cobalt 2. So for hexa aqua cobalt 3 crystal field splitting is 18,600, and for hexa aqua cobalt 2 it's 9,300 centimeter inverse. So you can see that crystal field splitting for a complex which is having a metal ion in lower oxidation state is less as compared to the metal ion, same metal ion in the higher oxidation state. So this is how oxidation state of the metal ion affect the crystal field splitting. Next factor that affect the crystal field splitting is type of d orbital involved. How type of d orbital involved? Now you are familiar that d orbital can be 3d, 4d, 5d, mean they differ in transition series. 3d is first transition series, 4d is second transition series, and 5d is third transition series. So if we are having metal ions of different series, mean if we are taking metal ions of a group in d block elements, then we can say that as we move down the group, crystal field splitting will increase. You can see we have taken here 3 examples: hexaamine cobalt 3, hexaamine ruthenium 3, and hexaamine iridium 3, because cobalt, rhodium, iridium are in same group. So for cobalt 3 we are having configuration, cobalt is 27, so 4s2 3d7, and in cobalt 3 it would be 4s0 3d6. So for rhodium it would be 4d6, and iridium it would be 5d6. So if you see in the table, crystal field splitting is increasing as we move down the group. Why this is so? You need not to remember the values, you just focus on the concept. Because as we move down the group, we are moving from 3d to 4d to 5d. Now if I ask you about the size, then you would say that 3d orbitals are smaller in size as compared to 4d, because 4d are outer, so they will automatically be larger in size, and 5d are still larger. Or I can say that 3d orbitals are smaller in size, 4d being larger in size, they extend farther into the space, and 5d are still larger and they extend further more into the space. Now what will happen if I am having 3d, 4d and 5d? So out of 3d, 4d and 5d extend farther into the space. It means ligand can approach the 5d orbital more easily as compared to the 4d, as compared to the 3d. How? क्योंकि जो न्यूक्लियस से ऑर्बिटल्स का डिस्टेंस है, अगर मैं उसे देखूं तो 5d सबसे ज़्यादा दूर है, 4d उसके अंदर है और 3d उसके अंदर है. और मैं आपसे पूछूं कि अगर कोई बाहर से लिगेंड आ रहा है तो वो सबसे पहले किसके साथ इंटरेक्ट करेगा? तो 5d के साथ इंटरेक्ट करेगा, उसके बाद 4d के साथ और उसके बाद 3d के साथ. सो आई कैन से दैट as we move from 3d to 4d to 5d series, crystal field splitting increases, and in general, in going from 3d to 4d series, the increase in crystal field splitting is about 30 to 50%, and similarly it also increases by the same amount on going from 4d to 5d series. And what is the reason behind this? The reason for this is that as we move from the 3d to 4d series, the 4d orbitals are larger in comparison to 3d orbitals, and they extend farther into the space. Hence they can interact with the ligand more strongly as compared to 3d orbital. Hence crystal field splitting will be more. And if I talk about 5d, they are further bigger in size and they extend still farther into the space, and they can interact more strongly with the ligand. Hence more will be the crystal field splitting. So this is the reason that why crystal field splitting is increasing as we move from 3d series to 4d to 5d. Next factor is geometry of the complexes, and this factor we have already discussed. I had told you earlier that number of ligands or geometry of the complex also affect the crystal field splitting. How? I had told you when we had earlier discussed crystal field splitting, why crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes is less as compared to octahedral. So if we are having larger the number of ligands, then more will be the crystal field splitting, and if lesser the number of ligands, lesser will be the crystal field splitting. But here, as we are discussing the geometry of the complex, so we need to mention the geometry. So if I talk about the crystal field splitting in octahedral and tetrahedral complexes, then you already know that the crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes is small as compared to that in octahedral, and you very well know the reason behind this. There are two factors which determine that why crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes is less as compared to octahedral. First is tetrahedral is having only 4 number of ligands, and secondly none of the d orbitals is pointing exactly towards the ligand. So we can say that tetrahedral geometry is, or tetrahedral complexes are having less crystal field splitting as compared to octahedral. So this is how geometry of the complex affect the crystal field, magnitude of crystal field splitting. And I had told you earlier that the magnitude of crystal field splitting for tetrahedral complexes is 2/3 of the crystal field splitting for octahedral complexes, or I can say that delta T is 4/9 of delta octahedral. So in today's lecture we have discussed the factors affecting magnitude of crystal field splitting. And what were these factors? First one was nature of the ligand, mean stronger or weaker. Secondly, oxidation state of the metal ion, and thirdly, type of d orbitals involved, and fourthly, geometry of the complex. So that was all in this lecture. Thank you.